Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about the rotator cuff muscles, which are the muscles that you find around the shoulder joint, and they basically provide stability to the shoulder joint and also allow different movements around that area. So let's start with the anterior aspect of the scapula. So the muscles that you find here, it's called the subscapularis muscle. This originates from the medial two-thirds of the costal surface of the scapula. So you can see right here, the anterior aspect of the scapula, it's called the costal surface because it's adherent against the ribs of the thorax. So it originates from the medial two-thirds of the costal surface of the scapula, and it inserts into the lesser tubercle of the humerus. Now, what is the nerve supply to this muscle? It comes from the upper and lower subscapular nerves, which arise from the posterior cord of the brachial plexus. Okay. Now, as every other muscle in the body, even the subscapularis has its own functions. So, first of all, it provides stability for the shoulder joint. It also allows fixation of the humerus against the glenoid cavity of the scapula, and also allows adduction, which is the movement of which brings the arm closer to the body, and also allows internal rotation of the arm. So that would be all in terms of the costal surface of the scapula and the subscapularis. Now let's have a look at the other three muscles that make the rotator cuff muscles, which are found in the posterior aspect of the scapula. So let's start with the most superior one. That's called the supraspinatus. Now the supraspinatus originates from the medial two-thirds of the supraspinous fossa, and it inserts into the upper part of the greater tubercle, which is found here on the humerus. Now, in terms of nerve supply, it is supplied by the suprascapular nerve. Again, it's one of the branches from the brachial plexus. And in terms of functions, it stabilizes the shoulder joint. It stabilizes the head of the humerus. It allows abduction, which is the movement of bringing the arm away from the body, and also allows external rotation of the arm. So that's the supraspinatus. Let's talk about the infraspinatus now, which is the muscle that's found in the infraspinous fossa. So like the supraspinatus, the infraspinatus originates from the medial two-thirds of the infraspinous fossa, and it inserts into the greater tubercle of the humerus. The nerve supply comes from the suprascapular nerve, which is also another nerve of the brachial plexus. And in terms of functions, it braces the head of the humerus against the glenoid cavity. It gives stability to the shoulder joint. It causes adduction, which is again that movement of bringing the arm closer to the body, and also allows external rotation of the arm. And then the final rotator cuff muscle, it's a much smaller one, which is found on the lateral aspect of the scapula, and that's known as the teres minor. So this arises from the axillary border of the scapula. So you can see here, that would be the axillary border of the scapula, and it inserts into the greater tubercle of the humerus. The nerve supply is from the posterior branch of the axillary nerve. And in terms of functions, it causes adduction, external rotation of the arm, and again, like all the other muscles, it stabilizes the shoulder joint. Now, so that would be all for today's video. So we went through all four rotator cuff muscles. So let's go through those again. The subscapularis on the costal surface. On the posterior surface, you have the supraspinatus, infraspinatus, and teres minor. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like and leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.